Good morning everybody, welcome to another quick hit review video. It is the 23rd of July and we are currently looking at the Aussie dollar on the daily time frame. There are no real news events out today that would stop me from taking any trades. So on the Aussie dollar down here, this is our lowest swing. We're actually in trend here, so we had a move higher up to this point and we physically closed above this level of structure. We then saw a pullback and we have now once again seen a move higher. So we've got a confirmed trend here, a 3-point move, and we can start looking for long opportunities. Now if I drop down to the 240, we have a complex pullback setting up. In fact, let me go back to the dailies. First of all, there are three areas that we can look for long opportunities. The first one would be within the wicks just here. Second one would be within the candle bodies, and the last chance entry would be down here within the wicks. So as we drop down to the 240, then we've already gone past and closed past the first chance entry, so we can delete that. And then what we have here on the 240 is we have this other 3-point move, so 1, 2, 3. So we have a smaller kill zone here where we can look at getting involved. Now what we actually have is something called a complex pullback. Now I haven't done any educational material on this, but a complex pullback is basically a trend within a trend. That's all it is. So it's a 3-point move within a 3-point move. And we can use this as an entry reason. In fact, if I drop down to the 60, we'll be able to get a better look at this. So we do have a little bit of fib confluence. It's a little bit out, but we do have a 1618 right down at that 7,000 psychological number. It's a little bit past though our complex pullback. We can look for a few things, to be honest with you. If we go back to the 240, we can highlight the wicks just down here, which actually comes in at that 1618 fib and that 7,000 psychological number. And then we can drop to the 60 and look for our entry reason, whether that be a double bottom, rotation pattern. Is this actually a back pattern from this point? Let's have a look. Nope. Okay, so I'll be looking for entries around this area, and initial targets will be a retest of the highs here. And if I go back out to the dailies, I would be holding for second targets up at the next structure level, which is up at this point. So let's go and take a look at the Euro Aussie. I'm actually just going to I think I'm just going to include 3 currency pairs, not 4. The other one isn't quite good enough. So the Euro Aussie, we're still looking short based on this lovely double-headed head and shoulders. However, we are at a point where we could see some relief, and I'm going to drop down to the 240, and that relief is this little retest down here, this double bottom. It has also occurred at the psychological number 15900, and if we look left, I'm going to put 2 structure levels on, one at the close of the candles and one at the wicks, and you can see that we've actually had this area tested quite a few times and we've seen a reaction, and so we could see that double bottom be confirmed and we could see a move higher. Right now though, we don't have that. What we'll be waiting for this double bottom is for a violation of this point. Let's go and drop down to the 60. You can still see the 60 here, and what we actually have here on the 60 is then a head and shoulders. So this is a double-headed head and shoulders. So I'll be waiting for a violation here, a pullback, and a chance to get long, and then targets will be an AB equals CD pattern. The last one I want to take a look at is the Euro New Zealand. and we had a triangle. It looks as though it's going to be invalid now. So here on the Euro New Zealand, we had a move higher, a pullback, a move higher, a pullback, then we had a double top. Now from this double top I'm going to draw out an AB equals CD pattern, and you can see that we've actually come into that zone right now. And while I'm on the dailies, I'm going to put a structure level on at the close of the candles and at the very lows of the wick. And first of all, check out the RSI. We are massively oversold here, and if this continues bullish, we're going to put in a lovely 3-bar reversal here. But does it happen at structure? So yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, small test there, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is valid here, 9, because of that wick we didn't violate. Okay, so 9 tests on the daily. RSI oversold, AB equals CD pattern, potential 3-bar reversal. So we could actually see some relief here bullishly. So if you want to wait for extra confirmation, we can wait until tomorrow until we have that confirmed as a 3-bar reversal. We know then we have quite a high probability of the market going up to hit targets for nearly 200 pips. Or we can be a little bit more aggressive now and drop down to the 240. Now here on the 240, this is setting up for a classic double bottom. The problem I have is that if we check out the RSI here, we did not go oversold on the first test, so I will not be able to take the double bottom. But it will leave us doing something else. We can then wait for it to be confirmed, wait for a pullback for a 26.18, and then get involved. So a very nice looking opportunity here in the Euro New Zealand. We may not get the pullback. That's the thing, we may not get the pullback. If I just drop down to the 15, we did have a potential triangle here looking like this. It is still a potential, to be honest. However, I do have a few concerns, but 1, 2, 3, this would be the 4th test down here. If this comes down to test the closes of the candles, this will be invalid. But if we do go and take a quick look at the 5, we do actually have a double top here. So we could actually see the market come lower. So we want to be a little bit cautious. But it is valid here on the 15. Targets would be that 127. So what we're looking for is for this to not test the closes of the candles and put in a structure hold. So a green candle here, something like a higher high, higher close would give us a little bit more confirmation. So we'll wait and see on that setup. But some nice opportunities setting up for today.